This video is about pivot points, about Wayne's pivot points and how to add them to your chart. My name is Eivindfx, I'm a Forex trader of 8 years soon, and I'm trying to make you a better Forex trader. About the pivot points is supposed to be a leading indicator telling you something about the future. It's supposed to tell you the future support and resistance in the market for the next period. Pivot point uses price action. It uses price action, the high, the low, and the close price of the previous period to determine the future central pivot. Also in the future you have support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would normally use support S3. And you also have resistance above the central pivot all the way up to S5 or how many you need to use, but normally we stay between R3 and S3. This can be used for day trading, swing trading, and position trading. So, no further ado, let's go to the charts. This is the standard pivot point that you have out here in this world. You have this central, you have R1 up to R5, which is everything above central is resistance. Everything below the central pivot is support, from 1 down to 5 at least on this chart. Now, the difference between this pivot point and Wayne's pivot point is that it has midpoints. Midpoints is the distance between the R2 and R1, for example, or between S1 and S2. We have two very important points is M4 and M1. Those are my targets. So in the standard use of pivot points, once we are in a trend and you have everything set up, you really want to take a profit and run as fast as you can when it hits your target, either as a buyer or as a seller, because these targets are so accurate sometimes that it is 1 or 2 pips difference from you being a hero to you being a zero. So as you can see here, we have price coming up to target here and then falling 51 pips back down again. That's a lot of pips if you have a lot of millions. And how do you then use these pivot points? I'm going to, in the future video that I will post later, I'm going to explain the rules of the pivot points. But as you can see here, we are printing future support and resistance based upon the previous period. Now we are coming into this week and we can already see that we are printing out next week's pivots. If we are now changing this to intraday, to day trading, going down to 1 hour, I knew here, that was a couple of 12 hours ago, that I needed to buy here. And price is here now, and the future support and resistance pivot points will stop moving by market close in America, which is 5 p.m. New York time or 10 p.m. London time, or I guess it is around 5 a.m. or something in Asia. So that's when they will stop, and that's when you can use those as support and resistance for tomorrow. So when you have the Asian fade and you end high, you're just waiting patiently every single time for price to come perfectly down to your entry. It's not always perfect, it doesn't always do that, but at least these 2 days it has been magnificent. I then said to you, I'm going to show you how to add this to your chart. So I need to go to indicators and I need to find the link for you that I'm going to give you in the comment section and in the description, or you can see it up here, which is tradingview.com/view and whatever that's next, okay? So, number 1, go to, scroll down, probably 30% down, add to favorite indicators. I've already done that, okay? So, this is a free version. There is a paid version as well with a lot more resources and stuff, but if you're just starting out with pivot points, this is an okay start. So, once you have got your got it into your favorites, I have a lot of favorites by the way, you just click it. Here we are. This is how it should look like. First of all, as you might see, daily pivots. Here it tells you on the pivots we are on that we are on daily pivots. Now, this has a bit different colors, you might ask. Yes, it has. So, if we go to the settings, which we have to hover over our indicator over here, we have to go to settings, and this beauty shows up. Okay. First of all, time frame. Which period do you want to show? Do you want to show 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month? We can use 1 day, that's okay. But you need to manually change it. So I just add, as you can see here, I already have 3 ones. So I have 1 for monthly, 1 for weekly, 1 for daily. Okay. Then we go into the style. Aha. So I just changed time frames. You can also have same as chart, which then they will change as you change your time frame. Okay, cool. So I will remove OOP sell and OOP buy. I will change the color of bullish exit. I will give you my color also in the description below, and I will give it 35% opacity. As you can see here, it changed in the background. For bearish exit, I will then need to use the same thing, and then boom. That's all the settings I have. But the most important thing is that I have changed this one 3 times. I have this one 3 times, so I can have 1 for each time and just need to remove it, add it, remove it, add it, remove it. Okay, so what else? That's how you do it.